So here's your side band pattern, and we're going to use it to work out the size of your tip. So first of all, what we need to do is measure along this seam line and find out what the size of it is. So there's, and again, I'm just going to mark off 10 centimetres and then just pivot it a fraction, 20, and it's 29 centimetres, so that's 58 along the top. And the reason we need to know that is because when this is 56, I believe. I'll just verify that. Yeah, it's actually 56 and a half, not the first time the measurement's been a little bit out. So I'm going to trace around here, and this is where a bit of see-through paper is a good idea. So if you have some kitchen paper, you know, the stuff, that's probably the best one to use, because it's going to be a little bit difficult to do the next step if you haven't got that. So I can see that line through there, and what I need to do is I need to just fold that so that it is exactly in half. Now I've got a nice strong light here, so I'm just going to, I've got where I think the centre front mark is, so I'll put that there like that. And what I need to see is just exactly folded in half. Yep, that's good. And is that exactly right? Not quite. So just move that across until you get it so that you've got it exactly right. And if need be, you can trace back over that so that you can see where you are. And then you can put those two front and back together like that. Now to get, what do we say, 58, half of 58 is, geez, my brain's stopped working, everyone. You can do the maths. Half of 58 is 25 plus 4 is 29, and half of 29 is 14.5. So what I want to do is I want to have a quarter of that. So I've just divided that by two twice. 14, I'm just going to remind myself, 14.5 is the measurement that I'm looking for here. So, and I'll show you a little trick I've got for using a tape measure to measure a curved edge. So we're going to just pop that end on there, and then there's two, and then if you use the pin and pivot the tape measure so that the edge is sitting right on there, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, gee, whatever little pieces of irrationality I've got, that is almost perfect. Now I will show you what you need to do if you need to make it in any way bigger or smaller. So to make that just the amount that I want bigger, it really just needs to be a little bit, tiny bit outside your line. And I reckon that the outside edge of my curve there will be 14.5. Now let's just say I wanted it to be 12.5. I'd just do exactly the same thing, and I would draw a line in here running parallel, and if you just do a little short bit at a time, you can get a very accurate job doing this. So let's just say you wanted 12.5. So you've got that line there, and I'm just going to, again using my pin, I'm going to curve my tape measure. Just go and get the right angle, Serena. So we start at the edge there, drop in the pin, and oh shivers, it slipped. Brain, get to work. Okay, one more try. So 2 centimetres, you can see how when the angle's right it's much easier. So I'm on 7.5, I'm up to 9, 10, 11. So that's actually that's nearly 14. So I can go in a bit further and I can just keep on doing that until I get the measurement that I want. And because it's a matter of, you know, a centimetre or less, then that's not going to take you forever. So I'm just going to get rid of all those lines, including my initial line. So I've just got the one that I want, which is the outside one. And then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to clean that up a bit more after I've cut out the pattern. Then what I need to do is, I've got my centimetre square situation here, and all I need to do is use that going around the outside, and again just doing short lengths. That's got my seam allowance there, and I can just tidy that up again with my pencil, get rid of any flat edges or whatever. And if you drop a pin into here, just to make sure that all the layers sit together, get your scissors and cut a nice continuous curve on that. And just to mark this up, we're going to christen this one, again, my name, Tip, bucket hat. And we're saying 3 out of 4. Now we're reserving that number 4 for a side, for a little band around the side, which I'll show you later. And we're just going to cut one outer, cut one lining, and again we're going to put the cross there. That's the centre front there, so that's, you're going to just mark that CF, and that is your grain line there, and it's the to fit, I'm just going to say to fit 58 head fit. That is all good to go. So that can sit there with our brim and our side band, and that is ready to cut out and make a toile.